What?
Thank you.
What's up, my little mofos? I'm back with another video of my beautiful boyfriend, Ricky. Do you expect a kiss now? You happy?
Yes.
And today we're gonna do a story time of how we met. Do you remember that story?
No.
You blocked it out of your memory?
No.
So, I know a lot of people meet on these kind of things, but we actually met on a dating app called
POF.
POF, that stands for Plenty of Fish.
Yes.
I wasn't looking for fish on there, I was looking for dick. I'm joking.
Just some dick. My mom could see this.
Your mom probably will see this.
Gosh.
Hey Colleen, what was it, like December 2002, 2003?
It was January.
January?
Yes.
When we first contacted each
Did
other?
you say 2002?
I mean, it was 2013.
No, it was January 2013.
January 2013.
Offended, you don't know that.
I'm sorry. And you had this picture, this super cute picture of you lying on the floor as your profile picture. Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Do you remember what my profile picture was?
It was you with some dumb glasses on.
Me with some dumb glasses on. If I can find those pictures, I'll put them in here right here. I hit him up with a smooth message like, "What's up, Lil Ma? How you doing?"
That's not.
I think I said something like, "Hey, how's it going?"
You said like, what's up?
So we started talking for a little while on there, and what? And then I showed him my YouTube videos, which I do, you know, which is a great way to ruin a relationship.
They're pretty bad.
Why do I love you?
Oh boy.
I showed him my YouTube videos was a great way to, like, you know, ruin any momentum I had going for me. And the first video he saw of me was my 5 facts video, and it's a video I hate to this day.
You're like 12.
I was 18.
You're 12.
And one of the facts in my video was, I am not gay. I think it was fact number 5.
Very adamant about that.
Yeah, he messaged me back with, "You're very adamant about not being gay." And I was like, what the fuck is adamant? I remember I was at work.
I've never seen a dictionary.
I was at work and I was asking my coworker, like, what the fuck is adamant? And then she told me and I was like, oh my god, I'm adamant! But yeah, we would talk back and forth on there for days, and you know, this was a smooth move by me though. I told him that I wasn't getting his messages on time, and so maybe we should text message.
Total lie.
That was not really that much of a lie.
You're a liar.
I'm not a liar. Like, you started our relationship with a lie. So we started texting each other like random things. I remember this one time I texted you like, I'm bored and cold or something like that. And I did.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, well, if I was there, I would cuddle with you.
Heart broke.
My heart broke.
I'm brave.
And melted.
It melted.
Melted just a little bit. He was the first person I actually talked to on this website thing. Like, everyone else was just like, hey. I'm like, hey. They're like, wanna fuck? And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. So, you know.
I never even got that.
Really?
Kinda.
Your picture wasn't killing it like mine was then. But all we were doing was texting, and I made the move. I made the first move. I called him and I was like, okay, we gotta get this over with because we're nervous, I'm nervous, you're nervous, let's just get this over with. And we talked on the phone and we talked for like
4 hours.
It really was a long time. We talked for like
all night.
We talked for like 3 hours on the phone, like all night, and then we just had to go to sleep. Remember sometimes you would fall asleep on the phone, or I would fall asleep on the phone while talking to me?
No, you would fall asleep drunk.
I was not drunk. Oh, maybe the first time I called you, I probably was buzzed.
One of the times you called me, fell asleep. I thought you died.
You're like, do I call 911 or? So after talking on the phone for a while, I wanted to set up a date. And what was the date? February 1st, 2000.
Why are you asking me? You know.
February 1st, 2013. I don't know. I asked him to come to Punchline Comedy Club with me, and we were gonna see Godfrey. Do you still have the ticket? He really still has the ticket. I don't know if there's any personal information on here. Hopefully there's not. But February 1st, 2013 at 8 p.m. And where he lived was up in a place called Emerald County, which was like a 45-minute drive from me or an hour drive from me.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so he drove all the way down here to meet me for this date. And I live right down the street, and I actually didn't have a car at this point.
You almost didn't even come.
I was so nervous, like the entire day. I was out with my friends.
Pussy.
Trying to find an outfit, and like, I didn't know what to wear. It was my first time being on a real date, you know? Like, I don't know, have you been on a date like that?
No.
Yeah, it was like our first time being on a date. It's my first time meeting someone from online like that. I was really nervous. I was super nervous, especially meeting a boy. It was I don't know, it was all new. It was a whole new world. And I remember I was walking down the street to meet you at this place, And I turned around 3 times, like, I'm gonna turn around, I'm not going. I'm gonna tell him something came up and I'm not going. And I knew you were waiting for me in the parking lot and I was so nervous. I was so nervous, Ricky. And then
I wasn't even that nervous, because I knew you were more nervous than I was, which made me not nervous.
Okay, well, I'm glad you had that going for you.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I was shitting bricks. I remember I walked up to the place, but then I saw him at the bottom of the stairs, and you know, it wasn't awkward at all. It was like normal, because we spent all those hours talking to each other on the phone, and I felt like I knew you. I did know, kind of, you know?
Yeah.
And so I didn't even hug you. I just started talking to you, walked up the stairs, and everything was normal.
We're just like friends.
Yeah, kind of like, just like friends.
Friends meeting up.
And so we get into the place, and we sit down, and we order our drinks.
Oh boy.
And I remember being in San Francisco with my friend, like a few weeks before that, and we got this drink called the Hurricane, which was some super strong drink. And I was like, I'm gonna impress him with my amazing drinking skills. I know, that's not impressing anyone. They came out with some big fucking fruity ass drink that had like an umbrella and flowers and hibiscus in it. And and I was just like, oh my god, because you got like a Jack on the Rocks.
I am from the country. I just want whiskey.
Like
ice.
Whiskey and ice, and I was over
I
here
wanted.
drinking my fucking vagina with a straw. The communion was great. It was a good time. I had a good time.
Yeah.
And the date was supposed to be over there, but we decided to go get food afterwards. Was it
that's
Applebee's?
right, yeah.
We went to Applebee's, and when we got there, it was kind of weird because I had a group of friends that were there, and I didn't know they were there. They ran over to me and hugged me. They were like, oh, hey, and who's this? I'm like, I'm on a first date. They're like, it was Shay.
Oh.
Shay, and yeah. And it was kind of awkward, but it was funny. But it kind of made me a little bit more, you know, calm.
Yeah.
Because my friends were there. And they bought us Jello shots, remember? They bought us a Jello shot.
boy.
So we ate, and I just remember you inhaling your food, and I'm like, oh, so you got an appetite. Oh yeah, I forgot about the part when we were gonna pay. We were like, I'm gonna pay. You're like, no, I'm gonna pay. No, I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay. We're like, who the fuck is gonna pay?
Dude, how does that work?
Okay, I think you might have paid because I had bought the tickets in advance for the comedy club.
Yeah.
And he was kind of mad about that. He was like, well, you already bought the tickets?
Yeah.
And I think I bought the drinks too
Yeah.
in the comedy club because I didn't let you pay.
You just wanted to be the man.
And I didn't know how it worked. I'm just like, I'm a dude. You're a dude.
Not by your drink choice.
Too soon. So I think he paid for the dinner after that. And then we left and we were going home. And what I told you guys, I didn't have a car at this point. And so I was gonna walk back home and he was like, I'll just give you a ride.
It was like right up the street.
Literally right up the street. It would have been like a 10-minute walk for me or less, but it was like a minute drive for him. He drops me off at home where I was sitting in the car and we're just talking and stuff. I'm like, I had a good time. We should do this again. Stuff like that, you know, all the normal stuff, I think. The things that I've seen in a movie because I've never been on a date really, you know. And I told him, I'm like, I'm not gonna kiss you on the first date, you know. I'm not gonna be that kind of guy. And he just giggled. He was like, okay.
Okay. Whatever.
And then I leaned over to him. I came 90%.
No. You got out of the car.
No, I did not.
Yes, you did. You got out of the car. I thought you were standing out, and then you dipped your head back in,
Okay.
and then got right here.
Okay, then I went 90% of the way,
Yeah.
and you came the last 10,
Yeah.
and I kissed you, and I'm like, I lied.
Because I just thought that was really cute. You had gotten out. I thought you were leaving.
I
and
was
then you
leaving.
just came back in and said, I lied, kiss.
I know, I was like, I lied, and I kissed you. And then I walked away from your car, and I was trying so hard not to look back. I'm like, just don't look back, just be cool, just be awesome, just walk away like a fucking badass in a movie, walking away from the explosion, not looking back.
And I was staring at you.
Were you staring at me?
I was just like,
See,
look back.
and if I had to look back at you, you wouldn't make eye contact, and I was like, oh shit, he saw me.
Like I was driving off, I was calling every single one of my friends well, they wouldn't answer, I don't know why. But I finally got one of my friends, Travis?
Yeah, I think it was
Travis on the phone, and I talked to him the entire trip all the way back home. It was like an hour drive.
You're like, I kissed a man and I liked it. I'm like, and then the rest was history. And then we had, I think a week later, we had like another date, and then that was a drunken experience. If you guys want that story
For another video.
I don't even think that's for a video.
Be on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's not legal.
it was a good time in my life meeting you, and then I asked him out after that, and it was just a great time. And this was actually after it came out to my parents already, so ooh, if you guys want my coming out story, let me know. Thumbs up the video, leave a comment below, because
I think I talked you into that.
it's a story. You helped talk me into it.
I did.
You helped talk me into it. I actually came out to my dad while we were talking. I came out to my dad. Oh,
It was like a couple weeks before our first
yeah,
date.
so if you guys want that story, let me know in the comments below. See, he thought it was gonna be hard to tell this story, like to remember it all and everything, but it was good.
I remember things.
Give me a kiss. You smell like coffee.
You smell like our first date.
I smell like our first date. Apparently I always smell the same. Oh, you're so weird. Alright, so that's it for this video. Make sure to check back on the next story time when I tell you about the time that I almost crashed this car into a tree.
You did not do that, did you?
See you guys later. This story was a lot of fun to tell. We have a lot of great stories, so make sure to stick around for more. My name's Leo Williams. I make videos every single weekend, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and stick around. You won't regret it. I promise you. As always, don't forget to thumbs up the video if you liked it, or to follow us on our sexy Snapchats, Sir Graphite, and
I don't remember my Snapchat.
oh my god, I'll put his link in there. Alright, I love you guys, but until next time.